Welcome back, everybody. In this video we'll be refining our painting. Alright, in regards to the painting, I've just speeded it up just a tiny bit, just so we can get through this a lot easier. Now, if you're happy with your concept image after like the first part, this is kind of the step where you keep going. If you're not, back to the drawing board and start again. Gonna use this rock formation that I painted over there and just use it there instead. Try and fill out some of that black area. Just refining that path. Not actually sure what that is down there. I originally meant it to be some sort of forest or something of that nature, but it didn't really turn out that way. Just gonna push this mountain as far as the screen goes and sort of overlay it with some plants. With some plants that are sort of darker. Now, a few people have asked what type of tablet I use. I use a CTE 440. It's a pretty old Wacom now. I picked it up for about $100, and I mean, the whole thing's pretty cheap. But it's lasted so, and I draw on it every day, so if that gives you an idea. Just putting that shit back in. Sorry, my program just bit the dust said before, but the what I did previous to that was I just added some purples into the mountain structure that's sort of heading towards the camera, just to sort of blend it with purple rocks that we have happening sort of in the mid-south of the picture. Now, of course, most of this stuff is actually in the game, like the the statues, the down statues, the boat, the character. The second character's not, but I think I'll have him holding a piece of fish or something similar. So just refining shapes again, and adding lighting, and then using that trick I taught earlier, the hard paintbrush and soft eraser. Paint it in, and then you use a soft eraser to erase part of it to give sort of nice highlight, nice shadows, depending what you're doing. There's other ways to do it as well. I mean, it's not strictly limited to it's not strictly limited to the method that I use, but this is just how I do things. I've known artists that do almost everything with lines and then fill in the lines. So there's different ways to do everything, and this is by no means the one and only perfect way, but this is a way that I've found that works for me. And so by the end of this video, you should have, details wise, most of the image sort of sorted. There'll still be some final touches and stuff like that, but for the most part, once we're done with this image, if you're not happy with it, as I said earlier, then you need to start again, because most of the work comes in the first stages, the coloring. Now, some of you might be asking, how do I pick my colors when I do details? Well, most of it is avoiding blacks and whites. Like, try and stay away from black and white as much as possible. Even though I've got black sort of on my color picker at the moment, what I do is I paint it on so subtle that it doesn't really affect the overall look. You can see me using black real subtly there. But what you want to do is just paint in a bit of black and then sort of find a color nearby. Like say we're near the fire. What I want to do is to be able to grab some of those reds and paint it over the black instead, to give it like I guess to make it sort of fit with where it's sitting in the scene. Like if it's near a fire, it should have shadow colors that are kind of similar to everything else around it. So as much as possible, you want to sort of sample colors from various things that are sitting near it. Be on the lookout for like things that have different sort of shadow colors and stuff like that. You want to kind of unify all that stuff around about this time. Just using that paint and erase trick to do some of the sand. I think we'll make this some sort of I think we'll make this a statue or something. Goes off into the darkness. Pillar, maybe. program just crashed again. What I did was I added a fern and I just refined between the player's legs as it was kind of cluttering up there with too much rocks. It was almost like he was standing on the top of a rock pile. And I don't really want that because he needs a pretty clean silhouette. Just doing a bit of work on beach down there. It's not really that important. I don't think I'll go to the final lengths of some of my other concept art to detail the right side of the screen up. Now, another thing I should probably bring up is when I said earlier, don't be too clean with your colors. I meant that on based on several reasons. Now, you want to be kind of messy with your colors initially because you get lots of cool blends. Also, it's much quicker to paint, but you'll notice some of the rocks where I'm painting have like blue hues and purple hues and stuff like that that you never would have got if you weren't super messy with your color overlay. So this is kind of like a good way to just to get some interesting colors happening in things that wouldn't normally have colors if you painted it really clean. Like if you painted that really clean and stayed within the lines, it would be, you know, some sort of brown right now, and it wouldn't have like that cool sort of blue hues coming off the bits of rock that faces sea. And I mean, that's awesome. That's just free detail right there. And as much as you can, you want to keep that stuff. Again, I think my program's having some problems, recording program. But what I did was add some green into the foreground of the mountain, just to sort of blend it with that, um, with the thicket that's in the foreground. It's probably add a tree or something like that. Just doing a bit of refining on Fabio. Alright, as always, if you want to check out the source files or dig back for anything I've done, just go to my website at www.farmergnome.com and check it out.